course, the elimination round needs a game number 3, and we're gonna be seeing it in action. Divine Regime again, first pick. What's it gonna be?
Oh, Uranus though. 0% win rate so far today. I mean, I would love to see it at the game number 2 as well. What is it going to be?
Uranus
But
curse.
possible. But Divine Regime, they don't want to open the Barang for Nishan, understandable. But you're talking about the Matilda being open as well. Maybe Matilda this game?
Highly possible. I think they can go in for this one, but we'll have to wait out and see, of course. Sorry if my voice was a little bit laggy over there,
Oh,
but
bad.
but I think it's getting really hard, isn't it? To like, I think it's really getting hard to predict what's going to happen, because I feel like last game was almost a close, clean sweep. I don't
Yeah,
think I don't think anybody was well prepared to see what was going to happen
I
there.
know, right? God damn, what a match though. I mean, like I just want to sit down like with my snacks and just yes, this is the match that I want to see. But back again to the draft, we are talking about Baksha getting banned, Matilda possibly next on the line with Rafaela, or maybe those marksmen you're talking about. Maybe Granger this time. What do you think about that, Ray? Should the Granger be banned off?
I think for Untitled, go for it. Go for a Granger ban, and I think they're gonna be all okay. Because I feel like Granger is just such a comfort pick that
Yeah,
it just really negates a lot of these things. Because 0 deaths on 22 minutes is not a small feat, considering the fact that Angela was not even ultimating the Granger most of the time. It was more
yeah.
like 99% of the time it was just Raren. Even then, Granger was able to maintain such distance due to his kit. So I think they really need to. Untitled, why the Selena though? Come on, Daki, pull it up.
Yeah, I mean, she plays it so smoothly, though. I really love to see her play, though, the Selena. But a constant ban, 100% ban rate. So you're talking about Matilda joining on the list, understandable. And this time around, the Hayabusa is there as well. A little bit of a respect ban for Sunshine, but his assassins are really shining. No matter how many assassins you ban, it's going to be there.
I think what do you say again? Possibly, I would love to see
Uh-huh.
Lapu Lapu. I feel like it's very
Oh,
possible in this
they
game.
are
I feel like
opening it up. Maybe for rom-com it is. Yep, it is open. It is open. Could be a very good pick right here. Uranus also open, but they have to make a choice between the Uranus as well and the Lapu Lapu. If they take the Uranus, Lapu Lapu is going down into the hands of Nischan. If they take the Lapu Lapu, the Uranus definitely going down into the hands of Nischan again.
yeah, I think so too as well, Peachy. We're gonna see the results pretty soon, because Romcom, come on. I think this is your golden chance. Pick up the Lapu
EX,
Lapu. Pick up
EXP.
the Oh no!
Oh, they
Of course they're gonna
know.
go for. Of course they're gonna go for. I think both of them are playing a chess game right now. There's
That's
Lapu coming. There's no way there's Lapu not coming. There's Lapu coming immediately. Looks like they were playing a chess game. Like, hey, Granger is open and so is the Lapu Lapu. What they are gonna go for? Whatever you do, we're gonna get it.
I don't think
We're
it's
gonna
an
get one.
irretal this game. Ray,
Hmm?
there's not going to be an irretal this game. If they pick up the irretal, that's just like nah.
Maybe it can work the second time, but we'll
Mm,
see, right?
Nah, no, come on. Yeah, this is what I was waiting for. Let's go. Shade on that Harriet. Oh, this time around, they are not
I forgot
joking
about this
around.
guy. Not gonna be
Yes.
gonna be honest. I forgot this guy existed sometimes. Because sometimes he's picked, sometimes he's banned, sometimes he's never even like looked upon, even though he's open. But yeah, Uranus gonna come back into action. Hey, Lapu Lapu still open. Divine Regime, come on, pick it up because you have the best EXP laner. Not even like this is not even a lie. Lapu best EXP laner in the meta right now.
That's true.
I think no, like what Uranus and Lapu, they go 50-50. Like both of them are honestly like they serve a niche and they do it in the best possible way.
Oh.
Let's see over here.
This time around, 4V is coming onto the play. Lapu Lapu just been forgotten. Like, Lapu Lapu could be a good pick right here, though. I mean, Harrod, you could stop immobilize him, but it's Harrod. He's gonna dash around. They kind of they
Makes
asked,
sense.
yeah, they kind
Makes
of
sense. Makes
forcing
sense.
Romcom to pick the same, but what is it going to be the mage? Because Untitled, they are very good at picking the mage as a third, or maybe a jungler. It's a jungler, am I correct?
I think, yeah, Xborg is gonna go for the jungle, and I think the fact is that okay, committing Minotaur for the third time in a row. I mean Minotaur has been working out really well for them so far, so I don't blame them, but it's pretty a little bit predictable. But we'll see the results pretty soon, right?
That's true. That's true. Oh, Minotaur. Okay. Crazy. Crazy. I like the Minotaur coming in, but at the same time, is it enough to stop the phobias? Because he's gonna constantly be on Shane. He's constantly being making sure that Shane would be out of the team fight. He would be rendered very low. And you talk about the lasting insanity coming up as well. Raden is the one who started up the tank meta right here in this Indian community, and he's just finishing this game with a X-Ball. Crazy.
Irony, isn't it?
Yes.
Started with the tank meta, and now going for the tank killer. But yeah, jokes aside, though, I feel like this game is obviously down to the last bit where we're gonna seeing the results of everything that's been built up to it, and this final stretch is gonna be mattering so much more. And let's just see how good it prevails. But because I think
Mm.
I'm
Well,
trying to find a proper word. Okay, I'm trying to find a proper
oh,
word. I just
okay.
couldn't find it. But overall, okay, banning out the Angela is a smart move. But Divine Regime, commit to the Rafaela, please commit to the Rafaela. End it with the Rafaela. Show the strength of the Rafaela, because I feel like Rafaela is such a good pick. You get the mobility, you get the heals, and you get the resurrection just in case if Brendan this time around gets target locked heavily. I think they are in the good to go. But let's see how this works around. Xborg did not work out into the game number one. Maybe third game's the charm. Not the third time, the third game the charm, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
highly possible we're going to be seeing something pretty new. But hey, it's only about a matter of time before we get the final
Yes.
draft.
Let's see though. Let's see though. So far, crazy, crazy inputs coming in from both the sides, and I really love the audience do have the energy as well. So, especially God is love, not a massacre. I mean, he's been very active today. Shout out to you. But other than that, back onto the draft. Angela banned off Valentina, also banned off Valentina ban. What are they thinking? Divine Regime. They still have a trump card left, don't you think so, Ray?
Valentina, is it for a Louis? Is it for a. I don't know. Faramis? Is it a Faramis?
Uh,
I'm not
Not
really sure
really.
about it. Daki pulls up the Vexana. That is gonna be insane. But I understand. Daki will be like, "Hey, stop with that hand, deathly grasp," and we'll be able to stop it.
She will be though. She's really zoning them up good. Like every single team fight possible, you are looking. She's just making sure that the members of Divine Regime are getting zoned out. So I really like that. But let's see this game around Daki with that Vexana. Interesting.
Let's see how it works out. So far, okay, Carmilla and Kimmy. Going for the Kimmy Granger combination and the Carmilla. I don't understand the Valentina Bendo. I feel like Valentina would have been good for them instead. Like they could have copied the Minion Fury and Ultimate. Okay, Sunshine commits with Suyo and closes up the draft as we finally get both of them. And I feel like it's a little bit messy on both ends, but honestly, I think it's of course, uh, messiness has built up because of this. I think they're a little bit stressed, of course, because these games have been going very long, and this is a best of three series. This is the determiner for who stays in the competition and who gets eliminated. So I understand, but let's see how good this match will be. Two green heroes. Let's see if the green will give them the win.
Oh. Yeah, I know, right? Like on top of that, it's the Suyu like assassin for Sunshine. Assassin have been such a easy breeze. So Let's see if he's able to sweep away all the objectives right under the breath of Raren or not. Because Raren in this game, it is his retributions are really good. So back again into the land of the. Here we go. Number three, which team are you guys rooting for to get qualified to the further stages? Do let me know in the comments, guys.
Absolutely, and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last game of this best of three series Swiss stages, the round of elimination. Because the team that loses out tonight, they are eliminated of the Swiss stage, and the winner will stay for the round 5, the final round, to give it all. And of course, let's crank up the energy. Let's crank up the stay, because after all, this game will be the deciding factor of what moves ahead and what falls behind. And of course, intercasting that's myself, Ray, and I'm joined by this beautiful lady Peachy over here. And a lot of dinosaurs into the map, but no Barats. This is so sad. Come on, developers, buff Barats. Like, this is his meta. He has Detona has all her friends, and there's no Barats.
I know, right? Like, come on, bring the Barats as well. It could work out very well, but this time around, Deadly with the his own thing. He's just going to annoy. He's just going to stop off those minions for rom-com. Look at that. But as of now, no first blood coming in. He's just closing down to the 2 minutes very soon. Turtle's going to be up, and you're talking about. I want to see Sunshine sweeping away from Raren's retribution though. One, come on. He can
I
do
think
it.
they
We
will.
know.
I think they will, Peachy, because look at it. It's an Xborg who's one of the worst junglers that you can pick for Retribution Secure, because the only way you can go for a steal is bursting your Firaga armor, which puts you in a very vulnerable spot, because that's his thing. But Suyo, on the other hand, free Retribution Secure. That's what I can tell you. Because second skill, that Soul Sever combined with the Retribution, it's a free steal. I mean, we saw it like 3 seasons ago when Suyo just released. Boom, every day, each day, turtle lot like stolen even without retribution. So yeah, but at the same time, Seo needs to come close for this turtle, and the zone out is really great from Divine Regime this time around, and possibly they can go for an engage.
That's true. That's true. Let's see. And on top of that, no first blood. Turtle already gone. You're talking about Divine Regime. This time around, they are not playing. And which team would be going in for the first blood? Look at that into the mid lane. I do see something. Kimmy, on to the other hand, is a very good option to deal that damage. But for top lane, oh, the Suyus are the top lane though.
I think they're gonna just farm for a little bit, because most of the resource. I think the Harith versus Granger matchup is just a little bit weird, because you have like Harith, he scales up with the itemization, and of course his ultimate is one of the main resources that he needs to dish out the damage. So he falls into this weird category where he can be good into it as soon as he hits the level 4, but of course he needs the 40% cooldown reduction. I think you can reach it if you get the recipe items, just to cooldown reduction for the early game, and you can dish out from the mid game already. But at the same time, a lot of times the damage that you dish out is just not enough, because your team is kind of lacking the damage. And in this case, yeah, because Daki also needs items, Suyo also needs items, so there's a high chance that we're going to be seeing them play into a later game. But if they play into a later game, there's Granger. There's Granger with the stacks, the spam ability, and they don't want a late game exactly. But again, Granger cannot really sustain the burst that could come from Harith. So one moment from a bush, if the Carmilla is not noticing, it's boom, it's over.
God damn, what a game coming in. No first blood so far. Like, come on, we are closing down to the 5 minute very soon. The marksmen are level 6. What is happening? On top of that, let's not forget Romcom had made the first rotation. So for them, Divine Regime, the turtle's going to be such an easy task. But oh, Daki though had missed that, looking quite low. Will she be able to be taken down? And yep, that will be the raw end with the lasting insanity. Daki down, that means they will be having to make sure for a re-engage. But Romcom into the mist, back lane, Suyu targeting and not but that's not happening. Oh my god, my grammar just went out. But Deadly doing his god's job. Like, you're talking about the EXP laner doing the EXP laner job. Hey, wait a minute, he did get that.
I think both of these teams are just going in full punches right now. Raden does secure a kill into the Uranus, who was trying to dive in back into the place, but that Firak armor at the nick of time was able to save him from that fall from grace. But overall, we're seeing a lot of low HP into the map. Just goes to show the fact that both of these teams are bloodthirsty. They are in for the game and they want to finish this because definitely this has been a long series. This BO3 is definitely tiring and going on without breaks. That's a feat. Usually you need breaks actually after such long periods, but overall we're going to be seeing another possible engage, and there is this Turtlesaurus will get taken down here, and Raden secures it with the retribution because the Suyo is just not nowhere nearby. Romcom going in ham, but there's the minion fury, but it's not going to be mattering because there's the damages coming in from the Granger, and they right now have to forcibly go back because the Shane will possibly dish out the damage, and they do. Sunshine secures a kill with that arrow from Sasuke, and right now Sparrow wants to go in for a possible spam and re-engage onto that Harriet, but has to go back. But okay, getting the turtle at the cost of mid lane though. That means purple buff, say bye-bye, because right now Untitled Win going for an invasion. Please go into the purple buff because that's a possible engage. Raden goes, gets taken down, and Sunshine has to possibly secure another kill, but no, they have to fall back. The score is 3-4-4. A full tug of war game. This is going to be a very push and pull. I don't think this game is going to be one-sided at all.
Definitely, Ray. Look at that. Untitled are really keen on taking those objectives for themselves. So mid lane already off. They made sure Raden won't be getting any farm. You're talking about the tank killer. He's going to be the one melting down Deadly. He's going to be the one melting down Joker. And if they do that, they have an easy pass towards the back lanes, and they don't want to give that. So Divine Regime, as natural, are trying to push back, but it's not in their favor as of now due to the lack of objectives.
I think they're getting zoned out a lot much, right? I think, but since they're getting, I'm going to see the itemization because I want to see how far they have made because we're heading to the 7 minutes in. Okay, Granger has the Sky Piercer, possibly one stack. Harris obviously going for that recipe build and gonna get it, the 40% CD reduction. Oh, that's such a cute dinosaur on top lane with the egg on his behind. But overall, okay, so you get to itemization, but Joker, you better watch out because you're not able to crank that defense up just yet, but the turtle's gonna be spawning in. Already a few resources getting baited out. Ear never hesitates, also retreats. Mid lane not having it is giving Untitled a little bit of opening because you can clearly see into the map, and the turtle will come in. Let's see what's going to happen because this one is really going to be mattering a lot. Shane on the bottom lane that secures turret. So far, Divine Regime getting the turtles, losing out the turrets, but looks like the last turtle soup. Can they get it? Raden will not be able to secure it. There's a minion fury coming in. Raden has to retreat it with, of course, the last insanity. And right now, they're going to be forced back. Raden barely scraping it all, but I think he's going to get taken down. Deadly will be the one securing the kill. And right now, the next one into the board is going to be no one. They have to finally get back, but they lose out Raden. The score sits at 3-5. Untitled slowly getting their dominance up.
Whoa. So much going on for Untitled this time around. They are the ones giving so much. And top of that, Deadly though, he's not in his lane for around the map 24/7, clocking in, clocking out. He's just making sure the team will be having enough resources, enough fight power. Even though the power spike lies towards mid to the late game, they're able to get it on Romcom as well as Eerie never hesitates, are really hesitating as of now. They just have to play on a slow note. They have to make sure Brendan is farmed up all over again. He's going to be the saving grace once again, don't you think so, Ray?
I think that is realized by this point by Untitled, and they're really trying to prevent it. But yeah, he's been playing a very safe game. But this time around, they have people who can go back. And that's why I think the Suyo is picked up. Because, of course, that immune dash might just be coming in handy. Because look at the Engage possibly coming in into the top lane. But right now, there's a flicker from Romcom. Engage is out of this positioning. But can he survive? He does so. Because right now, Untitled is just going ham with the objectives. all of the turrets, tier 2 are almost getting taken down. Top lane is gone, bottom lane is surviving, and the mid lane one. But tier 1s are obliterated. But right now, Joker does get pulled in with the traction from Kimi. Right now, Joker might just get bursted out of here because, oh, the Flask of Oasis comes in handy. There's a minion Fury, but it's not going to be saving him for so long. But Shane comes in with the Demand Force, dishes out the damage with the Chrono Dashes, but Raumcom wants to go in, dive in, but not enough sustenance just yet. The magic damage that's coming in from Deadly, Shane, and Daki combined, I feel like he needs to crank the defense up. Can I look at the itemization for Raumcom right now? Because I want to see, does he have enough magic defense? I feel like he really needs to crank that up.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, he has anti-heal, good enough for the Harith, I understand, and of course Uranus, but he needs 2 magic defense right now because the Harith and the Vexana Burst has been proven too much for him.
Agreed. On top of that, Untitled are moving in too fast with the objectives. They are not gonna take it to the late game. They just saw what happened the game number 2, and they don't wanna allow it to be the same case in this game as well. So look at them prioritizing the objectives, especially the neutral objectives, is the way to go. And Deadly, on to the other hand, zoning them out. That's like hard zoning. It's just not even entering the river area. That just proves how Untitled wants to end this game no matter what.
I think they want to. They want to do it because they have been putting in the sweat, the blood, and the drops from their eyes. I'm trying to be creative with the words over here, but yeah. Let's see if they're going to be creative with their engages, because right now they need to find a way to take down Sparrow, which is obviously Brendan. And if he's getting taken down, I feel like, but so far, I think the only creative approach they have gone for is that full-on objective offense. They are just cracking down the structures like it's nothing. And Divine Regime just doesn't have any response back just yet.
Oh my, I'm running out of words. What is just happening? Because it's going in too fast for both of the teams. And top of that, Untitled are making sure that they are not giving any space for Divine Regime to breathe. There we go, Lord coming in while they are just baiting out the Tower's passive with it. Okay, unsuccessful attempt coming up, but wasn't there a push? Or am I hallucinating?
I'm sorry, you're not hallucinating. It's okay, it's okay. But overall, yeah, there's gonna be another push coming in with the turrets.
Passive is already out. Okay, that's a bug. Okay.
Oh, no, that's 12 minutes. It just hit 12 minutes the moment the minions came in. That's the reason there was no push. That is insane. But Sparrow has to go back. Yeah, 12 minutes is the mark where we lose the buff, Peachy. Yeah, you're not hallucinating.
Yeah, because I saw a push, like even before this, like the minions, I did see a push, but then I was like, what just happened? The passes are standing. Okay, my bad, I just misnoticed. But onto the same note, the inhibitor towers are strong as of now, so Divine Regime really did a very good job not allowing the Lord to enter the nexus, making sure that they will be having another chance right here. But Untitled, the pressure's on their hands. They are closing down. We are already there at the but they have to make sure that they won't be taking into the 20 minutes because it's Brendan. Again, he's on 0 death.
So far the rom-com is I think obviously once he divine regime, divine glyph. Why don't they buy divine glyph first item? That would be suiting, wouldn't it? But yeah, overall we're seeing the Kimi getting the divine glaive, so that means she's gonna be able to penetrate through the defense of a Joker and Deadleaf. So a little bit of shedding would be nice. Let's look at the itemization again. I want to see how far everyone has progressed. Okay, Granger building towards that anti-heal, and of course that 8% damage. Joker getting melted out. The Kimi is honestly helping. Okay, glowing wand. I'd honestly like the concentrated energy or the feather of heaven, or possibly the holy crystal as well early on, but it's okay. They wanted to go for a shield. Of course, the Bloodwings really helps out with the movement speed as well, especially in this game where you need it when the sunshine on that Tsuyo is after you so much. So overall, it makes sense. But yeah, 14 minutes in, the Lord's gonna coming in, but Sunshine, you might just be getting caught out here because that might have been a bad decision. 4-1 rotation, and Divine Regime said, watch us, and they come in with her possible response. But right now, it is chance for Untitled to make a clap back, because if they don't do so, there's a possible chance that this Lord will go out of their hands, because right now, 20 seconds for Sunshine to come back in. Maybe they can melt this Lord, maybe they can stop it. Let's see what's gonna happen, because the Lord Pit looks pretty interesting, because there's the Dinosaur, there's the Engage coming in possibly. basically. A lot of damage. Romcom wants to go into the backline. He doesn't really find anyone, but there's the, oh my god, curse of blood connecting into two people. It misses out on one person, but Eerie hesitates. Might just get taken out here over by Shane by a lot of abundance of damage, but Romcom still sustaining. Wants to take down Taki right now, and he is jumping on top of her, and finally he will be able to take her down. And right now, Break Peekaboo Predator and Brendan, they're gonna be able to dish out some damage into the Lord, possibly take down, but Tsuyu is back into the map, Peachy.
Yes, sir. What? Oh my god, there's just so much happening right now. Again, Shane this time around the bushes, but oh, they just evaded the traction pull coming in from this. Okay, Lord though, Raren, he does have a chance to take it away if he doesn't loses his Firaga armor. That's the main thing. No one so far is actually targeting the Firaga armor, which is crazy enough because Tetley into the back lanes is not being able to take up so much damage, has to move back, but Team Untitled are not here as well. They're just waiting. But why did Divine Regent just left out the Lord? Why did they abandon the Lord? I mean, I understand they are trying to go in for a Lord dance, but here we go. Someone first drop 10. You're talking about the lasting insanity, trying to melt down Joker, but Joker with 50% of his HP with a little bit of a healing. Romcom in admits that there's a curse of blood connecting so well, but wait a minute. Middle and Fury, two members from the side of Team Untitled are down. This is a perfect chance for Team Divine Legend to go for the Lord because Untitled will be pushed to defend.
I think they might just be able to do so because Brendan is going absolute ham over here. He takes down 3 of the targets, and basically this means possible freeload, but Shane wouldn't let it happen, let it slide over here. Of course, the burst is able to push Raren back, but he might just be able to secure with redemption. What just happened, Shane? Oh my god. The biggest upset, Raren with the weakness of Exborg. It's just that he doesn't have any skill that you can combine with the retribution, and missing it out with the sliver of HP. Shane will buy out time for Untitled. This is a big game over here, but look at the damages coming in from Peekaboo Predator right now. He's been able to melt down Deadly, and that basically means that both of the sides are basically even. There is just no chance because you clearly see Harith putting in the work, but so is Brendan and Peekaboo Predator. Both of them, all 3 members in this late phase, have the damage, but that's a 2 against 1. But Harith, with how fast he is, he might just be able to 1v2 this game.
Yeah, crazy thing, both of the marksmen have 0 deaths so far. Look at them being so untouchable, but Tsuyu though, looking quite low. There's a lot of insanity onto him. Kimmy with the flicker play, making sure, but comes in with a re-engage. That would be the Darky who would be targeted. There's a lot coming in as well, but Shane though, he cannot make a play. He's just have to wait it out for Joker as well, but now he's gonna get cornered out. He should have gone back. But someone post dropped. He's trying to get a 3v1 situation, still looking quite good, but Romcom though is Infernal Pursuit. Wait a minute, Carmilla loses up the immortality. 2 kills already picked up. Whoa my god, no way. He just made a 3v1 play, but he will be shut down by Brendan. Brendan picking up the bounty is gonna get so much gold.
This matchup between both of these teams never seems to end, and I think the only reason is that their persistency. They don't want to stop. They don't want to give up. Like that day we had, Reaper, never give up. Because you can't give up. There's just no possible way. They are going to be pushing this game to 20 minutes, and they're going to be making sure that either way, if they're going to end either of these teams, they are not going down without giving out a 300% of them. And honestly, all the members are just putting in so much effort, so it's amazing. But right now, it's late game, 19 minutes in almost, and this is an intense moment. The pressure is up. Any second they make a slight bit of a mistake, just like that happened with the Lord, the game goes south. It immediately changes into the pace. We clearly saw in the last time that Divine Regime was losing until the last minute, where, of course, Brendan took out the team. A full wipeout was able to change everything, and this is very possible in this game as well. So I think that Untitled and Divine Regime, both of them are stuck in an intense amount of pressure. Their mental fortitude is strong to be surviving for so long, and I think it's gonna be really hard. Let's see.
Ray.
Yeah.
This really feels like an elimination round. this is what elimination run should look like, and it is how it is looking around. But this time around, Brendan playing very safely. He knows Shane as well. They're just making sure to get a poke damage on. It is the Harrod you're talking about. Harrod's gonna poke you no matter what. You know, if it's like enhanced basic attack is up, oh yeah, you're gonna get it.
Overall, the Lord fight is gonna begin again. And overall, I'm really curious. This definitely feels like a true elimination round. This is the do what you best, give the absolute best, and forget everything on rest. Because Shane, possible backdoor team Divine Regime. Are you aware they are? But no, you gotta recall Romcom. You have to recall.
Oh no!
They need to recall. Shane is coming to the base. They gotta defend it. Granger needs to come back as well. But no, they lose Peekaboo Predator at the midst of it because that's a numbers game. And right now, since their members have to retreat because of the base, they're exposed. Right now, the members are gonna be falling down slowly. But right now, the Xborg is coming in back. There is immortality, but can he survive from it? Romcom is trying to scrape off whatever's left, but this basically means that Romcom is gonna get taken down over here, and that basically means Romcom might also fall. Double kill. He never hesitates. He's the only one standing left with the Granger. But no, even he will fall. And ultimately, looks like this will come down to a 1 versus 1. But what can a lonely Granger do against the wrath of Untitled? And ultimately, we have to say goodbye and our farewells to Divine Regime as Untitled turn the tides around with the great strategy. And they secure their position still in the Swiss stage and not getting eliminated.
What a game coming in. I mean, Brendan did not give up till the last moment. He made sure that the Harris will be out of the Zaman force with the flicker, but the minion, the one little cannon minion. Oh my god, congratulations to Team Untitled for qualifying for the Swiss stage for that. And what a game coming in, despite having, no kills till the end. uh, Team Divine Regime really gave up a very good fight, but this time around, looking at the statistics, damn, that's a lot to take in. I'm still speechless.
Obviously.